2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. Well, it's time to find out who wins this event. Let's head out for the final round. It's great to have your company. I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem. And out on the course bringing all the action is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. It's all set up to be a thrilling day on the course. Hey, that's golf, isn't it? You get some good breaks and some bad ones. John, you're down on the course. Can you tell us if she's got a decent lie?
Well, guys, it might not be all that bad here in the first cut. It's sitting up pretty good.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Hard to control the distance when you're coming out of the rough.
That's a well-played chip shot there. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
She currently has a share of 8th place on the leaderboard. This hole is a par 5. Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed.
The ball is on its best behaviour, avoiding the first cut. She is locked in here. I think she might be going for it.
This one is heading to a really not so good space.
And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is testing. A big right to left slope.
Oh, that one rushed straight past the hole.
She'll take it. Big breaking putt, not easy to read. This is going to be an easy par, though.
She finds herself in a share of 13th at the moment. Teeing off here at the 3rd hole.
Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Oh, this looks fantastic. An opportunity for a birdie here. And that putt will drop. Well done. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Time to face a par 4.
Nice birdie in the last hole for a change. First one of the day. They needed it desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more.
Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Sitting at 1 under. Well, I'm sure she'll take that one. This putt is about 17 feet long.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Watch this one break. Hit a house. 4 feet to the cup. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole. Oh, great swing there. Second shot here on the 5th. Going with the 7. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
It's just going to cruise up to the left-hand side.
Yeah, she looks like she pushed that one. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. Here we are at the 6th hole.
Bogey on the last, but a good opportunity on this one to bounce back with a birdie.
In the bunker, off the tee. Got to make up for a mistake. Oh, better be careful out there. It's danger. It's heading left, isn't it? This would be a great up and down. A par putt on the table. Yeah, that putt looked pushed. In it goes, and that's unfortunately back-to-back bogeys.
They're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Here we are at the par 4, 7th hole. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
That's a good-looking shot there. And this now to move inside the top 20. Yeah, tidy way to back up from the bogey. She'll be happy with that. And that'll move her back to even par. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. And now this, to get into a share of 6th on the leaderboard. Back-to-back birdies for this player.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Wow, that was just striped. This is her 2nd shot. 3 behind our leader.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Great chip. She should be able to clean up that for par. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Well, right now they should be pleased. They're playing awfully well. They've put themselves in good position to get their Korn Ferry Tour card. But let's face it, 9 holes left. Pressure packed, to say the least.
2nd shot here at the 10th.
Always got to give it a bit extra out the rough.
Sitting at 2 under. How close was that to going down? Putting for bogey here. And this one will be for double bogey. And that'll bring it down to even par. Welcome to the par 5, 11th hole.
Not too sure that was, but that didn't even come close to resembling a golf swing.
And from the bunker here. Bit offline, that one. You're now into the lap of the golfing gods. John, you should have a clearer view than us. How's it lying?
Well, they're in the deep rough here, but they ended up with a, pretty favorable lie considering.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. That's on the green, but still a fair way away from the flag. This putt is for a spot inside the top 10. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup.
That's a lovely stroke. Had eyes for the whole way. Trailing by 4 strokes. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Second shot here on the 12th.
This one is all over it.
A chance for her to move into the top 5 if she can hold this. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Now 3 strokes back after that hole.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Going with the 6-iron here. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Just 6 feet between her and the hole.
A really good look at birdie.
Currently 2 under for the event.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
We've arrived at the par 4 14th hole. Come on, that finish line's in sight. Let's power towards it. Yeah, that one will play. She's standing over her second shot. Just 2 shots behind.
Four right.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. A couple under at this stage. Putting for bogey. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
I think it's going to go up the hill and to the right.
Might need to get the feel back on the putting green. Job done. Let's head to the next. And it's a one-stroke par par for our leader over the field. This hole's a tough two-shotter, a long par 4.
Bring your bucket and spade. This is heading for the bunker.
Second shot here on the 15th. Not hard enough. Well, she's got it out of the bunker. Let's take step 1 and check that off. We're going to need to make a big putt. Henny, what's she looking at here with this putt?
This is so long, I don't even have words for it. It's just long.
Looks to have misjudged the speed of that one. You can either chip it in or putt it in from off the green. Wow, that almost went in the hole. She has this for a double bogey here. A couple over now, heading towards the stretch. A good chance to fight back. On the tee now, the 16th, and it's a par 5. Bit untidy, wasn't it? She may have not hit that one out of the middle. It's going to come up short. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it? Henny, take us through this putt. What's she facing?
I've got it going right to left here.
That's outstanding. What a putt. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. This 17th hole is a par 3. That always looked wet, didn't it? This lie won't be too bad in the first cut. This one might need to hit a house. A lovely play. She's on the dance floor. 19 feet to the cup. How close was that? But now it's getting further away. Sitting at 1 over. Oh, I thought that one was going in. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Ooh. And a quadruple bogey putt coming up now. Unfortunately, she dropped a bit there in the standings. All right, one more hole to go. The 18th. Well, that'll work there. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Right into the water on that one.
Yeah, this one's missing left.
All right, now it's time for lucky number 7. Just 10 feet to the cup here. John? What's the line on this putt?
It should start out straight enough and then have a little bit of a break to the left as it nears the hole.
The putt drops, and this player is finished for the day. And with that, her Q School journey's come to an end, Rich. Unfortunately, she won't be inside the top 45 this week.
Obviously, Luke, she just didn't have her A game with her this week. Best of luck down the road to her.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. "2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q School Final. It's time for the final round. Let's head out onto the course. Hello everyone, thrilled to have your company this week. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. We've got an incredible week of golf in front of us, and we're looking forward to bringing you all the action right here on 2K Sports. Well, a little off the target with that one. This would be a great up and down. She needs this one for par. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is just going right the whole way along.
Yep, that's disappointing. Getting underway over par. That never helps.
Not a great start right there, but plenty of holes left in the round.
Oh my, that was launched. Taking aim from around 240 yards out here.
Oh, yep, this is left.
Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. That's on the green, but still a fair way from the hole. John, what's she looking at for this putt?
Well, she's looking at a 21-foot putt from my guess.
Just 3 feet to the cup. Sitting at 1 over for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Not a bad play, that one. 15 feet to the cup. Oh, that one just had a bit too much pace on it. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Currently at +1 for the tournament. Let's go to the fourth. It's a par 4. Quality shot, that one. And that one's headed to the drink. Splash. Two-K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We've got final round coverage coming your way right now. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. And Rich, what's on the minds of these players today as they begin their quest in the Q School final?
Their focus is to get into the top 5 and get that PGA Tour card, as the next 40 finishers will graduate to the Korn Ferry Tour next season.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Ooh, that almost went down. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. She's currently sharing 10th place on the leaderboard. Now a par 5 hole awaits. That's a little untidy. Down to Henny now, and how does this player's lie look?
You don't get lucky this often out on a golf course. It's in the second cut, but looking nice.
Club face may have got caught up in the rough here. Setting up for her 3rd shot. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. A par putt awaits her. John, have you got a good read on this one?
It's looking like left to right putt on this one.
That's well holed. She finds herself in a share of 11th place. Stepping onto the par 3 third.
What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. John, what's she looking at for this putt?
It's about a 23-foot putt from here, guys.
She's put a good stroke on this one. Oh, painfully close. Just a short putt. Closes the workout on that hole. She's currently tied for 15th. Setting up now on a par 4. She's played that one nicely. Time for the 2nd shot here at the 4th. Well, that certainly wasn't the shot she had in her mind. That's a shame. She'll be disappointed to find the water there. "13 feet to the hole." That one skated by the edge of the hole. This next putt for double bogey. That one slides by. That'll hurt. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. 2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. Well, it's time to find out who wins this event. Let's head out for the final round. G'day mates, I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out of the course bringing us all the action this week is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Rich, what's on the mind of these players today as they begin their quest in the Q School Final?
Their focus is to get into the top 5 and get that PGA Tour card, as the next 40 finishers will graduate to the Corn Ferry Tour next season.
And let's see if she can set the tone for a good day. That's in the sand.
Took a good swing at it, but I don't know if it's going to be enough out of the sand.
This would be a great up and down. Can she make her par on this one? Henny's down there. You got a read?
I'm thinking a little left to right here.
Facing early adversity there after opening up with a bogey.
Starting off with a bogey at first, not tragic. You got a lot of holes to make it up. Let's see how they deal with it going forward. That one was fired out of a cannon.
Playing from around 240 yards. That's going right. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
And Henny, what's she looking at for this putt?
If this goes in, this is going to be putt of the century. This is huge.
Remember, there's 2 important parts of a putt, line and length. Too much length on that one. Putting for birdie. And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. And after that, she'll move to even par for the event.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Oh, that was flushed. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface. This is her second here. Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Here we are at the 4th hole. She's a top quality player, this one. This shot from 120 yards. Only a few shots off the pace. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. This is what remains to get into 7th on the leaderboard. So close. Big putt for par coming up. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that. Not her best shot, that's for sure. Second shot here on the 5th. Yep, that shot safely on the green. This putt is to move inside the all-important top 10. Henny, take us through this putt. What's she facing?
From the get-go, this is a big left to right breaker.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The 6th is a par 4. And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Six feet remaining to the cup.
This is all about momentum. It's a par save.
Ooh. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. We've now arrived at the par 4 7th. And choosing the 8-iron here. That one just missing the fairway, but not a bad outcome. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And she needs this to save par. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Yeah, this putt's going to just veer off to the right-hand side.
And this one will be for bogey. And that will drop her to 2 over for the tournament. We've arrived now at the par 3 8th. Oh, just snuck over the edge there. This one's for birdie. And Henny, what is she looking at here for this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
Oh, she got a bit greedy there. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Here we go. We're beginning the 9th hole now. Handy effort, that one. Yeah, well, it might not be on the green, but it's right up near the surface.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Putting for birdie here. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Luke, this is the spot where you either fail or shine. And I got to say, 9 holes left to put themselves in the top 50 to make it on the Korn Ferry Tour. Failing is definitely an option for this player.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. This is her 2nd shot. Just 3 strokes back. From the sand, looking to get up and down. And that's safely on the surface, but still some work left for the putter. And he's down there. You got a read?
Gently does it. It's downhill, breaking off to the right-hand side here.
A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The 12th hole is a par 4. She didn't like that one, you could tell.
Coming out of the rough, and it might not have enough on it.
This would be a great up and down. Putting for a par here.
Starting it way outside the hole.
Ooh, slow down. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. Sitting at 1 over for the event. The 13th is a par 3.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
Okay, that'll work. This putt is from 14 feet.
Giving this one plenty of space on the left.
A bit long on that one.
She'll take it. Big breaking putt, not easy to read. This is going to be an easy par, though.
Yeah, she's put a little bit too much heat on that putt. And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Sitting at a couple of shots over par. Going with the 8-iron here. Now that looked pretty good the whole way. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the 15th hole. Oh, that was mashed. Playing from around 150 yards here. 4 strokes off the lead. That was special.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
Penny, take us through this putt. What's she facing?
This is such a tough read. It looks straight all the way, and then it will right.
And that's bouncing her back to even with the card.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Love the long holes. Welcome to the par 5. Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. That's some good golf right there. Playing this shot from about 230 yards out. Just 3 back from the leader.
She's being aggressive here. I love this style of play.
And a chance here to close the gap to within 2 strokes of the leader with an up and down.
Nothing like a little pressure to make it interesting, is it?
How close was that to going down? What an opportunity to make a birdie. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. She's currently tied for 12th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Here we are in front of a par 3. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Another fine-looking strike, this one. It'll find the green.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Just hammered that through the line. Just 6 feet between her and the hole.
A good look at par here.
As we head to the next, our leader is ahead by 2. And as we stand on the last tee, it's a par 4. That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Caddy, get her another ball. That one's wet. Here is her 4th. 4 shots behind our leader.
I think this could be a slight miscalculation.
This putt is for a score of 72.
A big, swinging, sweeping left to righter. Started beautifully.
And with that putt, concludes this players' round. And with that, her Q School journey's come to an end, Rich. Unfortunately, she won't be inside the top 45 this week.
Obviously, Luke, she just didn't have her A game with her this week. Best of luck down the road to her.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. .2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q School Final. It's time for the final round. Let's head out onto the course. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. Alongside me in the booth is my mate Rich Beam, and out on the course as always is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. We're excited to begin this week's coverage on 2K Sports and also what's in store for us this week. Sit down. Sit. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Crucial to save this par.
The second is a par 5. Just let that shot be water off a duck's back. Down to Henny we go.
You can get great connection on this one. The rough's not going to cause any trouble. It's sitting good.
Whew, that was offline right off the shot. That's into the trees. This shot here near the 200-yard marker. Yeah, that was a safe play. Oh, 13-footer coming up here. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
A bit too much pace on that one. This is a bogey putt coming up. Oh. And finishing this hole with a little tap in. Sitting at 2 over for the event.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Here we are at the third hole, a par 3. Going with the 7. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Par putt coming up here. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
She's looking at a long one here, 26 foot out.
It was a little bit too much power. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. That's disappointing. Time to make a putt here. This one's for double. .2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. And we've got final round coverage coming your way right now. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy out on the course. And Rich, what's on the minds of these players today as they begin their quest in the Q School Final?
Their focus is to get into the top 5 and get that PGA Tour card, as the next 40 finishers will graduate to the Corn Ferry Tour next season.
Henny's down there. You got a read?
You know, I've been prowling around. It's definitely uphill and moving to the right-hand side.
You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
We have a par 5 on this one. Beautiful swing there. She's standing over her second shot. And that's the line in the sand.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. And with that par, she'll remain at even overall. Let's see what happens here at the third hole. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This would be a great up and down. Ooh, that almost went down. If she makes this, it'll be a good par. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. And now onto the par 4 fourth hole. That ball looked a little thirsty. Now just one over par. Going with the 7. A chance now from the bunker for an up and down. Didn't that look good for a long time? And the dreaded triple bogey putt. That putt went a bit long there. Just a 4-footer remaining. Trailing by 7 after that hole. Let's go to hole number 5. And it's a par 4. Well, golf, as we all know, is much a mental game as it is physical. Let go of the past, focus on the future.
and welcome to PGA Tour 2K25. Happy to have you with us. We've got a par 4 staring us down here on the first hole. Now let's strike this drive into the fairway and get on our way. Come on, ball. Hold on to the fairway for us. And that'll end up in the first cut, and just barely, too.
All right, let's see what she does here. Looks like this one's in the fairway. Let's see how she fares out of the rough here. The approach is heading a bit to the right.
Okay, this one's about 135 yards out.
Okay, they're going with the pitching wedge here.
Oh, brutal.
Okay, this is her third. And the chip drops. And as we move to the second hole, nothing to report.
All right, let's go. We got a par 4 on the second hole.
Okay, let's see what she's working with here. See how she does.
Okay, this is what they're dealing with in the rough currently. I think this one's coming up short from the rough. All right, this is a bad lie. I'm just gonna say it. We're deep in the rough. And this one out of the rough. I don't know if you're going to make this.
And she's setting up for the sand shot here. Let's check in. She's got 9 feet to go.
Oh, so close.
And if this next putt drops, she goes to 2 up. And the putt goes down.
Okay, we're on the third hole. It's a par 4. Okay, let's go. Pound this one into the fairway. Oh, just smashed that. She's got about $1.50 to go now to the pin. Heading a little bit to the left on the approach. Well, he's stuck the green, but he's a ways away yet. Oh, come on, get in there. And that's going to be a fancy little birdie for you. Nice chip. Well, she's looking good at this point. And from there, not a bad result. And now, the fourth hole, we have a par 4. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does. Okay, second shot here on the 4th. Whoa, you almost got that. Let's see what she does. She's got a long putt. I think this one's going left to right. Oh, just slides by. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up on you. Look out. Okay, let's sneak this one in for par. Let's go. All right, nicely hold. Let's move to the next. All right, she's got 2 feet left. All right, that putt'll go. And that hole's halved. Let's see what we can do here on the 5th. I think this one will play. All right, let's see what she does off the tee here. And here's her second. Heading for the rough here, I think. Setting up here from the deep stuff. Oh, that chip almost went. Okay, she's a very long way out here. Let's see how this putt goes. This one looks like it's moving a bit to the right here. I think she started this out nicely. Who continues to be good. Oh, and she gets the putt to drop. And we got a par 3, 6th hole ahead of us. And here's a 6-iron from them. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. This is leaning to the right. Okay, your partner ever so graciously left us with a birdie putt. Let's not let them down. Ooh, flying by the hole. And if he drops this, it'll save par. She's got 5 feet to the cup from here. par 4, 7th hole. This one's heading to the fairway, I think. All right, let's send this ball away. Nicely struck. And now he's looking at 200 yards or so to the pin. They're going with the 5-iron here. Well, she might roll this one into the rough. Well, she rolled that one into the rough here. Oh, the chip goes right by there. And if she sinks this, we go Dormy. And they've gotten this one to get down, and that's a birdie. Okay, this one's a par 5 for the 8th. All right, let's see what she has in store for us on this one. Ooh, look at you. Putting for eagle here. Okay, check this out. This is a putt. This is quite a putt. Let's see what she does. All right, if this next putt drops for him, he's going to go 3 up. Ooh, just missed. And look at this. She just chips it on there and leads it right into the cup. Nicely done. And our winning team will wind up 3 up on the competition at the end of this one. Great work. Okay, that will do it for me. Thank you so much for playing, and we will see you soon. Hello there, my name is John McCarthy. Ever so glad you could join me for this round of golf here on PGA Tour 2K25. Today we are playing the alt shot format, also known as foursomes, over across the pond there. All that means is that you're going to take turns hitting that same ball with your partner until you get it in the cup. Okay, let's do it. right, let's see what she does. This is her second. A little too much to the right. And from here, he's setting up around 155 yards out. This one's going right. Through with the chip. And if this goes, it'll be for his par. And if she can get this to go, she'll save her par. And there we go. And everybody's all square after that first hole. And the second hole, we have a par 4. Let's go. Oh, needs to hold on to the fairway. Might be dangerous. And I thought she was in the rough there, but that will hold on to the fairway. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. And getting a nice view from this elevated position. Your approach is heading a little leftward. Well, unfortunate. That's going to get counted as a missed green. And from around 215 yards, let's see what he'll do. What will happen here? I'll just be quiet and watch and see how you do. Sort of straight to start out with this one, and then it goes a bit to the left. Well, that flew right by. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. Looks like a bit of a break in this one to the right. Oh. And his bogey putt. And she's got 2 feet to the cup. And that will do. And that hole will be halved. And we got a left to right cross breeze on this hole. The approach heading right. Well, it's unlucky. Missed the green on that approach. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. This one's your third. Great chip shot there. Pure. That's pure. Okay, if he sinks this one, it'll be for the bird. Yeah, looks like he's put it on a good line here. Yeah, it's still looking good. Oh, and he gets it to go. And it's a par 5 for the 4th hole. Let's see what she does off the tee here. And second shot here on the 4th. And from the green side rough, let's see how she does. nice chip. All right, he's setting this one up. Quite a long putt. And this one looks like it's kind of moving from the left to the right. Okay, and if he sinks this next putt, he will go 2 up. Time for the 5th hole, and we've got a par 4 ahead of us. Okay, give this a smash. Looks like this one should be in the fairway. And this one is around 80 yards from the pin. He's in the bunker here. Let's see how this goes down. Okay, your teammate got us on the green. Now let's take this home for birdie. I think this goes just a little tiny bit to the left. So good. That was a fantastic shot. Now for the par 4 6th. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. This shot is clocking in at 195 yards away. That green slopes away from us a little bit. Got to be careful we don't go too far. Maybe this one will kick to the left. Yeah, that's going to work for you. I'm liking that. Here's their 7-iron. This is her birdie putt. This one looks like it's breaking to the left. And she gets that one to go down. That's going to be a birdie. 6-foot putt for him. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Okay, let's see what you can do here on the 7th. All right, let's see what he does on this one. Going with the 5-wood on this one. Okay, let's check it out. He's got this for the birdie. I think this one's breaking to the left. Oh. And if this putt drops, we'll be at all square again. Looks like a right to left break. Setting up a 5-foot putt here. And here we go. This is his par putt. And the putt drops. And that hole will be halved. And now we have the par 4/8. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. This one's fairway bound. And 200 yards or so to the pin. That was good stuff. And here he's got a long putt to deal with. I'm curious to see how this goes. I think this putt looks like it's going left to right. And they'll take this all square if they can sink this. Wind is blowing left to right on this one. Oh, man, you got a hold of that one. And he's ready to tee off here. Let's see how this goes. And as she sets up, she's around 245 yards out. Here's their 3-wood. Setting up for our third shot.
Oh, look at this. This could go.
Okay, there you go. Okay, he's standing over a very long putt here. Let's see what happens. I think this one's going left to right. Oh, no, it's right there. And let's see, he's setting up now, 2-footer. And if she can get this to drop, she will force a playoff with her opponent. And as that one goes down, we are heading to a playoff hole to see who will be crowned the champion. Okay, the deciding hole in our alt shot affair commences. Team with the best score on this hole will win, but if we have to go to a tiebreaker, we're going to take the team who is closest to the pin off the tee. Well, we're going to the sand. A little off on that approach, but that's okay. All right, let's see how he does. Here is their 5-wood. All right, we ended up closest to the pin after all the tee shots are done. That's great news. Well, she's in the sand here now. Let's check it out. Ooh, bad kick to the right. Okay, and from the greenside bunker, let's nestle this one in nice and close. And take a look at what this fella has in front of him. Ooh, that is daunting. This one's moving to the right. And here he goes, putting for par here. Okay, that'll just about do it for me here today. Great work in the playoff. Just couldn't squeak out the win in the end, which is totally totally fine. Good luck next time. See ya.
it.